Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by my channel. If you're here for the first time, be sure to go down here and click subscribe. After that, ring the bell so you'll be notified every time we put a video out. Today we were at the American Prohibition Museum. Prohibition first came to America in the early 1700s. And ironically, this Prohibition Museum is surrounded by bars. And we're going to take a look at all of this stuff, but right after the station identification. A beer delivery truck. Liquor, alcohol is poison. Why drink poison? Oh, temperance. A rally tonight. That's Billy Sunday. He's preaching against the use of alcohol. See, Billy Sunday was a professional baseball player turned preacher, and he was one that preached out on the evils of alcohol. We're gonna go up these stairs. First you take a drink, and then the drink takes a drink, and then the drink takes you. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Temptation is the devil looking through a keyhole. Billy Sunday said that. There are these kids. Hey, wait a minute. What's happened here? The law is taking this beer out of the hole in the wall and busting a hole in it, and it's running down in the gutter. And look at these kids. These little rascals are dipping the booze out of the gutter. Here's a picture of it really happening. So busy busting the holes in the beer, not seeing the kids are trying to get it out of the gutter to take it home to drink. Here's some more anti-drinking propaganda. Mr. Bottle, you are my strongest ally. This is the Black Rabbit Tavern behind those doors. I don't think we can get in. Looking down this back alley here. Hey bud, can I have a drink of that stuff, please? Here's more posters and circulars talking about all these anti-drinking campaigns that they were putting out. In 1851, Maine passed a statewide prohibition selling alcohol. And politics gets into it. Wayne Wheeler said, "I don't care how a man drinks, but I care how he votes." Good for you, old Wayne. Now here is a wax figure of Carrie Nations. Now, she was the one that went all over the United States preaching on the evils of drinking alcohol. She wouldn't find it so funny to know that there are several drinking establishments across this nation named Carrie Nations. Old girl will be rolling around in her grave. This nickel-plated hatchet. These things went out all over the United States to remind people to cut out whiskey.
Passing craze. If given full swing, its meanness and cruelty will ruin the civilized world. I believe they mean well, but they are on the wrong track.
On the wrong track? Good sir, this terrible disease that you and others distill has been ruining lives for many centuries. Alcohol has done nothing but bring an untimely death to thousands of our fellow citizens.
These ladies here, they're trying to get the 18th Amendment passed. Now, we need to remember that thousands and thousands of men and some women worked in the alcohol industry legally, producing liquor and beer for human consumption. But when the 18th Amendment passed, this is what happened. Now keep in mind, we're talking about thousands of people out of work overnight. So thousands of farmers and brewers and distillers and coopers that made the wooden barrels, truck drivers, well-heeled workers, they were all out of work overnight. Prior to Prohibition, 40% of all U.S. taxes were paid by brewers and distillers. Gone. So what's to be done next? I wonder how many people comes through this Prohibition Museum and looks at all of this stuff and thinking, wow, this happened back in the early 1900s, but they missed this. Here are some protesters for the other side of it. Prohibition is ruining merchant marine. 600 American vessels are all tied to docks. Foreign vessels now carry our tourist trade and are getting all the dollars. So, if we can't make it legally, we'll make it illegally.
Well, let me tell you what I'm doing back here. Making moonshine. That's right. Carrying on a family tradition. It all started a long, long time ago. My great grandfather back here, this rare spot with a copper steel just like this. Well, times was hard back then. They had to do it. They had to make moonshine to make ends meet. This is the way of their life.
I think this lady is wanting us to come into her bar. During Prohibition, people devised all type of ways to move their illegal alcohol from where it was made at and to the speakeasys, such as during Prohibition, people devised all type of ways to move their illegal alcohol from where it was made at and to the speakeasys, such as the false bottom in this baby carriage. It could even say during Prohibition, 40% of all alcohol was made right in the home, right on top of the stove. And if people wanted to consume alcohol, they were going to consume it and nothing would stop them. Such as this Cornish hen is actually a flask. And these eggs, a flask. And even a book. Or how about a pretzel? A salted pretzel with your beer. Right here is a cane flask. There, this lady pouring the whiskey out of her cane. Other types of concealment Brick is lumber. So instead of a bunch of 2x4s, it's hollowed out to haul moonshine.
Thousands of bottles, rum from Cuba, whiskey from Canada, gins from England, and liquors from around the world. Even the locals get in on the bottle bashing action.
Okay, we've made liquor illegal, so that opens the door for gangsters. And I think this guy here is passed out at the wheel. Yeah, I said he was passed out at the wheel. He's passed out all right, look. And I don't know for sure, but I swear that looks like Scarface. Now, you're not going to find this of any surprise, but in Chicago there were 600 liquor law cases awaiting trial at any time.
Yeah, well, they're all,
Here in this case here, tools of the trade. If you're a gangster, you've got to have a violin case with a machine gun in it, or you're just not even a gangster. During Prohibition, tailors would ask their customers what size of pockets they wanted, pints or quarts. And you know, if you're going to hang out in a speakeasy and you're a lady, you've got to be a flapper. How about this bathing suit?
This here.
Let's see if we can get into the speakeasy. Ring a little bell.
what do you want? Who sent you?
Gus. Gus sent me.
Yeah. All right. Come on in.
We are in a speakeasy. Hey. Okay, during Prohibition, people had to devise all type of ways to get their alcohol. Like during Prohibition, W.C. Fields said, I was forced to live for days on nothing but food and water. We're moving into a little newer age, the birth of NASCAR with a moonshine hauling hot rod. Race car driver Junior Johnson. Got his start hauling moonshine. And like all museums, it ends in the gift shop.
Let me
show Morgan. Make sure you check it off.
So ends our tour of the American Prohibition Museum. Thank you for coming along with us. Be sure to subscribe if you hadn't already. Tell your family and friends. And until next time, y'all have a good day.